Yo, what's up, guys? It, this is the best settings for Chapter 4, Season 2. Let's get into it. Okay, so full screen with the maximum resolution you can get is always the best because your game is going to be cleaner and yeah. Now, 88% brightness, interface contrast 1, and colorblind mode and colorblind strength 10 Tritone is the best because you could see through the storm pretty well. Um, Make sure you have graphics mode on because when graphics mode is off, if let's say you have DirectX 12, then you're gonna have really low FPS. It's gonna lower your FPS drastically, which is not good. The more FPS you have, the smoother your game will be. Never put your FPS on unlimited because if you put it on unlimited, you're gonna fry your graphics card faster than usual. Make sure you have show FPS on so that you could see what FPS you're on at all times. And it has to be on the same FPS. It can't be like going from 100 to 200. It has to be stable on one number. VSync is off because VSync it eliminates screen tearing, but it takes forever. Like if you move your mouse, it'll take like 1 second to move in game, which is very bad. Now, these are for me. You could do them too if your PC can handle them. If you have a bad PC or laptop, I recommend going to 50 to 60 3D resolution. You'll still have a pretty clean game, but not as clean as mine would be. View distance is medium because if it's on near, you can't see through builds. You also will not really be able to see weapons when they're a little bit further away. Textures is low. Textures is just low for me because I don't really need textures. My meshes is high, so I can also have a clean game. You can have it on low if you want. It's a pretty big difference too. NA Central, it's where all the competitive is. If you want better ping, move to Dallas, Texas. Toggle sprint is off because I like to hold shift to run. Open doors. Let's say I mess up a triple edit on the wall. If I make a door edit instead of I don't even know what it's called, then it'll open the door and I could just go straight through. Now my mantle activation is hold jump because if it was hold forward and I was going up to a wall and trying to go through it, just pickaxe and pickaxe, it could mantle if I got to the wall, which I do not want. So it's on hold jump. Oops. Next we have hold swap to pick up. This is on because whenever I have an empty slot and I just want to switch a weapon and not have to go through my inventory, drop a weapon and all that, I just hold the swap button or hold the pickup button with that gun that you want to swap out in my inventory. Toggle targeting is off. I don't mark danger when targeting is on. So whenever I zoom in or aim and I mark, it'll put a danger mark showing where enemies are. If you auto pick up weapons is off because I don't want to pick up every weapon. I just want to pick up what I need. Prefer item slots. Most people don't know about this. The pros know about it, but you could put anything from unassigned, assault rifle, shotgun, SMG, pistol, etc. all in your loadout where you want it without having to go through your inventory. So my loadout slot 1 is unassigned because if I wanted to pick up a sword or third consumable item, it will go in loadout slot 1. My SMG goes out in loadout slot 2 because it's the second easiest weapon I can get to. Loadout slot 3 is my shotgun, and the last 2 are consumable items. I also have auto sort consumables to the right because I don't want it in the way of my weapons. Reset building choice is on so that I can reset my building and not have to like do the edit again. Disable pre-edit option is on. So let's say if I'm building and I press the edit button before I build, it doesn't edit a wall that has not been built and doesn't mess me up. Turbo building is on so I can build as fast as I can. Confirm edit on release is also on so I don't have to press F, which is my edit button, then edit, then F again. I just have to press F and then edit it. The rest of this doesn't matter. It's your own things. If you don't want any input delay, turn all your replays off. Now, let's go to game UI. Damage numbers, cumulative. So whenever I hit someone, it does, let's say I hit him 4 times with 10 damage, it does 40 instead of 10, 10, 10, 10. If you want to list like 10, 10, 10, 10, you can do list. Hit only because I don't want icons and all that. My HUD scale, or my damage number scale, is 80%, so it's not too big whenever I hit someone, but it's not too small. Just right for me. HUD scale, 70%. I don't want my map taking up the whole screen, same with my inventory and all that. That's what that is for. So if you don't want it as big as it is now, if you want it a little smaller or maybe even a little bigger, you could change that. This stuff doesn't really matter. It's your own preference. My mouse sensitivity is, my x-axis and y-axis is 13% because it's just right for me. Everyone has a different sensitivity preference, but these are the best that fit me. My targeting and scope sensitivity is 44.3%, so it's not too high where it'll just swipe right over the person, but it's good enough to track, and it's not too slow either. They added these 2 new settings, building sensitivity and editing sensitivity, in this past update. My building sensitivity is 85%, so it's stable enough to build and not look like I'm spamming builds, and my editing sensitivity is just fast enough for me to edit fast so I can go and fight the person. This is double movement. Use custom diagonals. Forward diagonal angle is 70%. So whenever I walk forward and press D or A, which are my movements, it doesn't cancel out. My strap angle is 90%. Just good for me. Same with the backwards diagonal angle. This is all your preference. And my edit hold time is 0.1 because I do not want to have to hold for 2.2 seconds to edit. I want it to edit as fast as I can. Slide hold time is 1.1, so I don't have to, if I don't want to slide and I press control, it'll slide really fast. So it's just good enough. This is the rest of this is controller settings. My audio, if you want less input delay, turn subtitles off, text size extra small, text color white, and text border none, with background opacity clear. Once you change those, you'll notice a difference in your gameplay. 3D headphones is off. It's not too useful for me. I'll know if I hear someone, they'll be around. Visual sound effects is on, so whenever someone's walking near me, I can know exactly where they are, unless they're crouching. Sound quality doesn't really matter to me, as long as I can hear them. The rest of this is for me. Now my keybinds. Everyone has different keybinds, but these are my keybinds, which some of y'all may use. WASD is my movement binds, basic. All of these are basic binds, but my reload is G. So whenever I reload, it's close enough to my edit, so I can just move over and press G, reload my gun. R is to use. That's for opening doors, picking up weapons, all that. And same with cap stop. My harvesting tool is C, but it's toggle harvesting, which is all the way down here. So whenever I hit someone's wall, I can press C again, and it'll bring out the weapon I had equipped before. Weapon slot 1 is 4, just easy for me. Mouse wheel down is weapon slot 2. Left alt is weapon slot 3. Weapon slot 4 is X, and weapon slot 5 is 1. So my this is my sword, extra things, AR, SMG, shotgun, and 2 heals. Crouch while building is left control, and to slide it's hold left control. My wall is Q, so whenever I shoot, I just press Q, and I can build. Floor is thumb mouse button 1, which is the front mouse button, or the back mouse button. Stairs is E. Roof is thumb mouse button 2, which is the front mouse button. Trap is T, right by R, which is used. Place building, it's the same as everything. Same basic. And F is my edit. Mouse wheel up is my edit and my reset. So that whenever I need to reset edit, I can just scroll up and it'll reset the whole thing for me. Same with the left mouse button or right mouse button. So I can reset. The button next to 1 is my mark, so it's not in my way. Push to talk is 2. B is emote, so it's not in my way either. And that's all of that. Now, these are all your preference. And yeah. This is the best settings 2023 updated.